Welcome back to Blueprints. This is a spoiler-heavy playthrough of Dare Mode, which you should not be watching if you have even the least bit of interest. Dare 2 in the game. Unless you've played through it, of course. If you have played through, you know pretty much everything. And you're watching this because you want to watch me play Dare Mode. Open only if you dare. Dare 1 was, I dare you to never draft all 5 rooms in a rank. Dare 2 is, I dare you to end each day with at least 1 gem. Ooh. That's gonna make things more difficult. I currently have 0 gems. Let's get drafting. The den gives me a gem. I can end the day now. The trunk is locked. I do not have the sledgehammer that I had yesterday, and I do not have any keys. I need to not draft all 5 rooms in a rank. Oh, the dare list is down here. Nice. I think that might do it. Nope, that did not. There we go. Okay, I have now locked the cursor to the screen. It's a bit of a problem in this game. You can click off the screen when you go near an edge. You just keep going. Okay, we did just look at that. Anyway, here we go. The storeroom is good here because I should have multiple gems. Now, utility closet, chapel, hallway. I like the chapel because it prevents me from doing some things. It does take all my money, but maybe I can find some in here, or not. On occasion, there's something on one of these. So I've got 2 gems, and I have to keep 1. The breakfast nook. Ooh, lots of steps. The observatory will cost me a gem. I have a key right now. I could go back and open that chest. But But there's also another pair of chests that has been added to the entrance hall. Let's go through this door if we can. The parlor is always good. There are gems in here if I can solve this really, really difficult puzzle. Some of them are difficult. But this is the second one. It is not. This box is blue, and I do think that they are randomly selected from a tiered list, so that there are difficulty levels. This box is blue. That is true. That box is blue. The gems are in a true box. I don't know if that's true or false. This box is black. That is true. So, that one is true. That one is true. And we need to have at least one true box and at least one false box. That means this box is false. The gems are in fact not in a true box. They are in a false box. Where do you think that puts them? Two gems. Yeah, easy. Okay, it has the 4 letters that I found yesterday, which is pretty good, maybe. I think I could have gotten 5. Now, there's a garage. Spare room, bedroom. I will take the garage. It costs a gem, which knocks me down to 2, but it gives me 3 keys. There is some lore here. And if I can open this door, I can get outside. Now, the chapel or entrance hall have doors. The passageway is 2 gems. I do not want to lose my gems. I will go with the bedroom here. Sometimes there's a chest here. It's not there today. The courtyard costs a gem. There are 2 items in the closet. I'm going to take a risk and go for the closet. 1 item and a sleep mask. A black silk sleep mask. The first time you enter each bedroom with the sleep mask, gain 5 steps. So, I have 60 steps. I gain 2 for entering the room and 5 for having the sleep mask. I lose 1 for leaving the room, for entering this room. I cannot do that again. It's the first time only. Now I have 4 keys, so let's open some of these. Gems, thank you. I must have gems every day. The compass. A navigational compass. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. More frequently does not mean all the time. Ooh, rank 5, room 1, column 1, has a treasure in it if I can dig there. Dig? Who digs? People with thank you gems. Okay. Now, I have to turn here. I cannot go straight across. If I go straight across, I am done. The utility closet would be really nice. I gotta take the pantry though. I gotta take the pantry. Banana, 3 steps, and 4 coins. A little bit more stuff there. And again, oh, the utility closet would end this. The spare room lets it continue. Nothing in it. Well, this is the end. And I should have just taken the utility closet. I'm not saying why I should have taken the utility closet, but I should have taken the utility closet. Both of these rooms turn to the right, which would, if I were to continue, that would complete rank 3, which would violate the dare, and this run would be over. So, the guest bedroom it is. It doesn't matter which one I draft, really. The car keys. Not the thing that I want, but I do have the garage. Yes, I just gave them another coin. I can open this. And there's a little bit of lore here. And there's an upgrade disc. I do not have a computer anywhere in this house. The previous one I picked up in the office, which has a computer, but there's no computer anywhere here. So I have an upgrade disc and nowhere to put it. And it will be gone for tomorrow. Tomorrow is happening immediately. Yeah. I can take this. It will not stay in my inventory. It will return here. And the day is over. Now I have no money. The day is over. I will do day 3 right now. That was a very short day. That happens. Especially at the beginning. I've had worse. Total rooms 13 in my small cottage. Rank reached 4, 36 steps. Not many fewer steps than yesterday. 5 items found and 2 new rooms. And we will continue right now. Dare 3. What do they have in store for us now? Open only if you dare. Okay, in addition to never drafting all 5 rooms in a rank and ending each day with at least 1 gem, we now have to not step foot in the pool. If we draft the pool, we turn around and don't go into the room. That sounds easy enough, hopefully. Just don't use the pool. I will eventually need to reach room 46 without the pool. Oh joy. Okay, let's go this way today. Coat check. Check an item and retrieve it. Sure, why not? If I have an item I want to keep, I can put it in here. The breakfast nook. A key and bacon and eggs adds a morning room to today's draft pool. Now, the bedroom, the closet, or the parlor. Well, the parlor gets me the gems that I need, provided I can work out the logic of the puzzle. There are 4 boxes in this room. No, it's only considering these 3. So it is that is a false box. There is only 1 box in this room. That is also false, which means the black box is true. The gems are in the true box, and that is true. 2 gems. The morning room, which we have because of the breakfast nook, gives me 2 gems, and means I will have 2 gems every day. Well, tomorrow anyway. Or the storeroom or the pantry. I'm going to take to the morning room. I'll have 2 gems starting tomorrow. I'll have 2 gems tomorrow at the start of the day. There's an upgrade disc sitting here. They're all over the place, aren't they? And a coupon book. Okay, I have an upgrade disc. The garage would be nice. The utility closet would be nice. Any room with a computer would be nice. The den has a gem. And let's carry on up the side. Here's the garage. It costs a gem. And gives me these keys. I cannot open the car because I do not have the car keys today. Unless I get them somewhere. I think I want the room which allows me to continue. The walk-in closet contains 4 items. I would have to go back to the entrance hall to continue drafting. I think I'll go with the observatory. Thankfully, the telescope stays in place day to day. The slice. 3 steps. Okay, the guest bedroom gives me 10 steps. I don't need steps that badly. The storeroom is gem, key, and coin. The courtyard costs a gem, but gives me a door that I can continue on through, and there may be things in there. There are frequently things in here. But not so much today. Wow. Only 1 dig spot here, too. There's generally a chest, some gems, root, something. Shovel. Sledgehammer. Nope. We got nothing. Okay, I am... yeah, I'm gonna go through this door. Utility closet. This is what I wanted yesterday, and didn't do. We can just click on these and they change colors, you know. The thing is, I don't know exactly what it is I need to do here. It's in my notes, but I'm not looking at them. I would look at them if I had gotten it in this run. I suppose I could look at them. No. Anyway, turn on the garage. Turn off the gymnasium, always. The dark room switch doesn't matter until you have already walked into the dark room. And the keycard entry system up top is for keycard doors. Now, we do have the garage. This is a boon. I have turned on the garage door opener. I can come outside. Bird bath. The western gate, which I cannot open, which I can never go through. The house is much larger than it looks on the inside. Yes. I can open the gate. The west gate has been permanently unlocked. Permanent changes do not reset each day. And the reason for doing that is this room here. Root cellar, tool shed, or hovel. I will take the tool shed. It is typically a good room to take. Metal detector, find keys and coins around the house. Sledgehammer, open locked trunks. Now, what does the house look like? I need to go back to the entrance hall, so this is the way to go. And I need to end the day with at least one gem. And not draft all 5 rooms in a rank. I can get through here without drafting both of them. I just need to go straight through. And I need to leave some rooms undrafted in each rank. Okay. There is nothing that I want to put away right now. I'm hoping to be able to use these things. The cloister is more expensive than I can afford. The hallway is blocked off on one side, so it's not a good idea to take that. The spare room does all the things that it needs to do. And that is the metal detector. The metal detector, in fact, placed this coin here. That coin would not be there to find if the metal detector wasn't there to find it. I still cannot take the passageway. I could, but that would be both my gems, and I don't want that. If I take the passageway, I have only the one door, and if that's locked, I'm done. And not only am I done, I have no gems. If I'm done and have no gems, I lose the dare. That means I'm done. I'm not gonna risk losing, actually losing, in order to have a chance at continuing. So this is another short run. I've just spent my last coin here. Donated it to the chapel. And now I have to decide which item I want to save. Well, not the coupon book. The sledgehammer is really handy. But the upgrade disc is what I'm putting in there. If I can get the upgrade disc back, if I find this room, and I find a computer again in the office or somewhere else, I can upgrade a room. So I have successfully not drafted the pool. I have no coins to toss in the pool, in the fountain. Fountainless fountain. So I will end this day, and we will begin a new day right now. Mount Holly, small cottage, 13 rooms, rank 4, 25 steps. 4 items found, 4 new rooms. Save and continue. Dare 4. It's 8 a.m. Open only if you dare. Adding, we have 5 rooms in a rank we don't do. And each day with a gem. I started with 2 gems, so I'm good right now. Never set foot in the pool. Never draft den again. Out. Ooh. The den is such a good room. I mean, for having doors and a gem and doing nothing. Ooh. Never draft den. Okay. The hallway. Now, parlor, we can draft. Solve the puzzle and get a couple gems. 1 true, 1 false. The gems are in the black box. The white box says nothing. Therefore, it is neither true nor false. The gems are in a box with a statement. Okay, we're going up in difficulty a little. If the blue box is true, the gems are in the black box. The black box, however, says the gems are in a box with a statement. And it has a statement, which would mean that it was true if blue was true, and there would be no false box. There must be a false box. Therefore, blue cannot be true. The gems are not in the black box. The blue box is false, which means the black box must be true. The gems are in a box with a statement, which means they are still not in white. However, they're not in black either, because this says they're in black. That means they are in blue. Two blue gems today. Never draft the den. Oh. Okay, I've got the hallway opening up there, so I'm not going to take the west wing. I'm going to take the corridor. The courtyard cost the gem. The bedroom. Let's take the bedroom. Moving on. Okay, the chapel goes up and down. Pantry goes just up. Commissary goes down only. Let's take the chapel. I lose a coin, but I don't have a coin. Therefore, I don't lose a coin. Now, security has a computer. I'm going to take security. It costs a gem. And we get a cutscene. The flash of light, too? Bad animation. Those reels should turn in the same direction even if they're at different speeds. And we're back from the cutscene. Note they are now turning in the right direction. They're both turning the same way. The only way for them to turn in opposite directions would be if the tape crossed here from one to the other. Which, well, there's no tape visible at all, except there is. But it's not going anywhere. But in any case, they get it right here. The cutscene is wrong. We got some notes. Staff notice. Blah, blah, blah. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked, and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. One of these is a lie. I do not yet have one of my upgrade discs. Either of the upgrade discs that I know are around. There's one in the garage in the car, and there's one in the coat check. Here is the garage. I can't take the den, so I'm gonna take the garage. It's got keys. And maybe I'll be lucky enough to be able to get into the car again. Now I can draft here. I would like a door that goes north. None of these have doors that go north. The dark room, you cannot see what you're drafting. I cannot risk that. I'm not allowed to draft the den, and I'm not allowed to walk into the pool. The guest bedroom is a dead end. I can go around it. The furnace will make me more likely to draw red rooms. There is something in the furnace, but it's not something I can get here today. So, we'll get a gem here and 10 steps. We will ignore the note. Acknowledge the note, but not read it, perhaps. Now, south in the chapel leads to the same place as north in the hallway. I would like this to turn to the left, which is east. The dining room. The pantry is wrong. The walk-in closet has a bunch of items. Dining room it is. If I reach rank 8, a meal will be served. If the day goes long enough that I reach it. Now, the dining room opens into the same place as the entrance hall. And does not offer me a way to connect to the entrance hall. I would like... Ooh, the 2 items in the closet could be good. But that would mean that the last door I have is the entrance hall. But if I use the spare room, I'm going to be cutting off the entrance hall door pretty much anyway, because I can't go around it then. I think I will go with the closet. Hey, it's the metal detector I had. Greater chance of finding coins and keys and coins. Okay, and a key. So, if I get all the way up here, which has not happened in this run, in this save, then I can come back here and get some food or some steps. Till then, I'm on my own. Okay, hallway, entrance hall, and then I need to turn north. I don't yet have the disc. Yes. Parlor, hallway, entrance hall. Okay, I could take the courtyard for a gem and not open that door. I could take the breakfast nook, get a key and bacon and eggs. The pantry has a piece of fruit, which it doesn't show here, and 4 coins. I'll take the breakfast nook. That's just responding to the key, which it did not place, but it does detect anyway. Bacon and eggs adds the morning room to the draft pool. Now, if I take the drawing room, I have to not go east. The other two rooms end the day. The drawing room it is. There is something in here besides this. Some coins on the floor. Do not open that door, because that door will end everything. This one is okay. I have the ability to redraw because I'm in the drawing room. The utility closet would open the garage, but that is no longer a thing I need to do. I've done it once. That is open, and I should really have gone out there and gotten that room. In fact, I think I will do that after I draft this. I will turn around. Yeah, before I even go in there. I will turn around, come out here, and go see what's over here today. I wonder if there's a setting to always run yet. In some games, you can hold caps lock to hold shift constantly. Like, Faraway did that. The good thing about that. This game, if I use caps lock, it does not do that. Let's take a look at the options and see if it's been changed. Accessibility. Color assist? Wow. Oh. Wow. Color patterns? It makes them brighter, too. Color labels. Red, yellow. I don't need that. That's interesting. Remapping. Okay, can I set this? Case lock. Interact. Nice. This was not here originally, as far as... Yeah, I don't think it was. I'm gonna try that. I don't know that it'll work. Interact and back are not options that I can alter. Okay. Can I just set this to always happen? No. There are reasons to not make that happen. Okay, confirm this and let's see. Motion assist? A fixed and stable reticle serves as an anchoring fixation point. Something more opaque. Move look. Well, yeah. Here's step. Yep. Okay, none of that is stuff that I need. Oh, just plain auto stroll. stroll is the closest thing to run. Okay. You will move at walk speed. You can speed up to stroll speed by either tapping or holding. If you tap, you will stay there until you stop moving. When you resume movement after stopping, you will again be moving at walk speed. So you're saying, will it consider that I'm holding it? I don't know. Well, if I invert it, yeah, then it's normally at the higher speed. Right. That solves it. This, I can just restore that. And with this reset to invert, checking to make sure it didn't get reset, that will mean that I'm always running. Okay. Or, well, strolling, right? Resume day 4. Yeah, that's better. Ooh, the shelter, the shrine, and the hovel. I'm going to take the shrine. The shelter is I'm tapping shift to run. The shelter is a thing that I need to do. Blessing of the Dancer. While drafting, you may pay a gem to spin floor plans. I don't want to pay a gem. Okay, so now I have to not tap shift. I was just getting in the habit of holding shift down. I now have to not hold shift down. I should move it to something else. Okay. Don't go through that door. That door ends the save. Okay, here we go. The sledgehammer. It was metal, therefore the metal detector was reacting. I don't have the shovel. I can go here because that room is empty and I can't get to it anyway. If I go there, I have to not go south. So a dead-end room is good here, and a straight-through room is good here. Let's look here and see what we get. No. No. Either of those would be bad. Well, this is the end. Yeah. I can't even not do this now. I have to take a room, having looked at the door. If I had not looked at the door, I could have just skipped over it. But now, I have guaranteed that whatever I draft in the room here is the final room, because there is no way that I can continue without losing everything. The patio, the morning room, either one of those would be bad. The walk-in closet is items, takes a gem, but I have 2 more gems, so I'm okay. It is a key card which opens the electronically powered security doors. What it says. Opens electronically powered security doors. keycard doors, a key, and some gems. Pays for the room. And, yeah. That is the end of this day. Because I cannot go anywhere else. If I draft that, it's all over. If I were to draft any of the others, I got 4 in each rank. So I did not reach rank 8. I do not get a meal in the dining room. I did not get the coat check room. I did not get a lot of things, yeah. So that is that. That is the day. Call it. Cozy Cottage again. Total rooms 17, rank reached 4, 40 steps, 3 items found, 4 new rooms. The shrine, I will have the blessing of the dancer to rotate rooms for gems for a couple more days. But that will be next time. I now have all 4 dares. I need to reach rank 46. With those dares in mind, in the future. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.